time to put Rangers' all-time top goal scorer Coisty under the microscope as we play Ask Ally. We've all heard the quotes from Ruben Amarin frequently during the course of the morning. Is this a self-protection thing from an Amarin point of view, do you think, Ally?
Self-protection, I'm not so sure, because he's effectively stating the obvious that everybody can see. I think it's just a reminder, Jeff. I think it's a reminder to everybody, particularly Manchester United fans, the task that he has. I think that's what it was, because I genuinely don't know if it is. Well, we've had a couple of United boys on saying it's not the worst team in their history, and I don't think Ruben Amarin would know, with the greatest respect to him, if it was the worst team in their history. But what he's saying is, have a look at this. This is what we're dealing with at this moment in time, and this is not going to be a quick fix. So I think what he's doing is he's stating the obvious, letting everybody know, and he's probably letting everybody know how long it's going to take. It's going to take a good few windows. Good few windows, mate. So, as I say, I don't think it's a self-protection thing. I think it's just a wee reminder to everybody.
Do you think he will go on to prove he is the right man?
I like him. I really enjoyed watching his previous team, which was Sporting Lisbon. I thought they were an excellent watch. Given time, which is the one thing that managers aren't generally given, I think he probably could, but he needs to get... It's not this isn't crazy. He needs to get a better quality of player in. The interesting thing that he did say for me over the weekend, that he won't change. Now, he won't change, that's absolutely fine. But whether he changes his team will be interesting to see. The way he said it was as if he won't change his formation, 3-4-2-1, whatever it'll be, and that'll be, he won't be changing that. I think that's a naive thing to say, because I think if the players can't play it and they can't adapt to it, then you're going to have to do something else with that squad of players. You have to play a system that suits your players to their benefit. And if that 3-4-2-1 doesn't suit them, then unless you get different players in, I think you've got to change it, Jeff. I really do.
So, Coisty, who's in the bigger mess at the moment, Spurs or Man United?
Dear me, who's in the bigger mess? I just think, looking at it, Jeff, Spurs will get much better when they get their players back.
Yeah, Spurs have got that massive injury list, haven't they? Whereas United have got their injuries, but nothing like to the degree that Spurs have.
That's what I think. I think Spurs are really, really toiling at the moment, and I've seen them a good few times this season. But I genuinely do think they'll get better once they get the players back.
I mean, from a Spurs perspective, we've talked about this morning. You know, people calling for Postecoglou's head, but they've tried Conte, Mourinho, Pochettino, Nuno. Yeah. What would be the point of making another change?
Correct. I think it's a nightmare for Spurs fans, but they're just going to have to suck up at this moment in time and hope for better days ahead in terms of players coming back. I mean, I don't really know what their injury... I can see what their injuries are, but I don't know how long-term or short-term they are, if they get MD coming back. I should maybe have a wee look at that and find out. But I think they're just going to have to bite the bullet at this moment in time. It'd be pointless. I think it's pointless getting rid of Ange. I really do.
I mean, if you looked at some of the most recent ones, Solanke and Johnson, Postecoglou said they're out for 3 to 4 weeks at least. Now, Solanke, how do you replace him?
Oh, you can't. They've not got anybody. I mean, the one thing I suppose you could say, they've got Richarlison coming back, scored at the weekend, come on, did well, got one at the back post. There's goals in him. Of course there is. And that's another option. You could go Son through the middle. But Solanke's another one. I mean, it's the spine of their team, Jeff, as well. I mean, I'm not making excuses. I'm just giving you one or two reasons. Yeah. Spine of their team, goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, another centre-forwards copped it. Not good.
I tell you, I've got one more for you in a second, but I did not like at all the way an element of the Spurs fans, when Son went over to them after the game yesterday, put his hand on his heart above the badge, and they abused him with a chant. He's had a poor season by his standards, but goodness me, he has been a good servant for that club.
You better believe he has.
He did not deserve
100% agree with you, mate.
I hope it never happens
100%
again.
agree with you. And he
Dun-
just looks a top human being into the bargain.
He really, really does. I was so sad to see that. Dundee Derby tonight, Coisty.
By the way, I don't mind a Dundee derby. I've got to say to you, Jeff, I've been to 2 or 3 in the last 3 or 4 years, and I don't mind them at all. Dundee, couple of great results, by the way, at home, draws with Rangers and Celtic, and United are flying. I've got to say, Jim Goodwin was doing a brilliant job up at United, and they are flying.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.